Eibar in their red and blue. Real Madrid in their road white with the vivid teal. Will they be alive today? Casemiro flips it back to the midfield. Pushed forward by Ramis. Chance start now outside the area. Now wide for Undercup. Tries to sneak it inside. Marcelo with the block and out for the throw.
Slick, sharp attack. And we saw this type of Eibar performance against Sevilla back in February.
Slotted in for Juan Jordan, touches it wide, Inui whips it across, deflected out for the corner.
Smile on the face, and the player, put a smile on your face watching them. The big boys have come into this place and struggled. At Barcelona, they were hanging in there, 1-0 until late in the game, and Atletico Madrid also just got by the Gunsmiths by a single goal.
This one will bend in from Pedro Leon. Sends it across, sails over everyone and out for the goal kick. Not that hard to do. It's only about 71 yards wide. One of the tightest pitches in La Liga. Again, take a look at our AT&T starting lineups. The camera.
For a game like this, imagine Zidane saying we're just going to be playing five-a-side all week in the build-up to this game. The confines are so right, bad giveaway.
Ramos gives it up. Appeals that he was bumped, but the ref doesn't buy it. Quickly in, headed up by Bale. Shot goes awry off the deflection. Good look at Jose Luis Mendilibar. Longtime journeyman. But what he has done with Eibar over the past couple of seasons has been phenomenal.
Amazing. Amazing.
Start as a youth coach with Athletic, but then moved on. Levante most recently before jumping over to Eibar 3 seasons ago.
Looked at the bald man there, and you couldn't get a more diametrically opposite type of background between the great Zidane and Jose Luis Mendilibar. But they're locking horns here, and there's not much between. In these two teams in the opening 7 minutes.
Pedro Leon. From Alcorcon in the off-season and is handled the duties quite well. Close, tight confines. 71. Yards wide, only 113 yards long. And as you can see, the fans, Marcelo just outside of the boot to get it out of danger. And finds Isco.
From Marcelo. You were just going to say a big boot through it, weren't you, Phil?
Caressed into the path of
yeah, right. It's Marcelo. He doesn't blast it. He embroiders it.
Under Kappa. Just got away, and Ramos plucks it off of his boot, but then taken right back by Dani Garcia.
Beautiful touch from the big man, Ivan the Great.
Still
wonderful goalkeepers as well. He had to beat for the lads in the playing area. Dimitrovic has been playing some wonderful football in between the sticks, and of course this man on the ball doesn't get any better than Keylor Navas.
And the rumors continue to swirl that they're still trying to find a replacement.
Hush your mouth.
Far side, Inui sneaks it in for Jordan. Modric. Again, the two players, Modric and Kroos in the midfield, scraping off a little bit of rust.
Ball Ivan again.
Touchdown for the Japanese international. Screaming for it, Jose Angel, but Inui dribbles inside. Modric takes it away.
Good little toe poke away from Modric's. Inui skips the light, fantastic there.
Real Madrid with a bit of time to get ready for the next round of Champions League, but it doesn't mean things will get easy with just league play.
Now, what a celebration the cameras caught as well after that night in Paris, Phil.
Hustling through.
It wasn't just the victory for me, and you saw the celebrations going on, led by him. It was the absolute emotion. They knew they walked down a long, dark alley that night, but it was the manner of their performance. For me, that first half of Real Madrid was as good as I've seen them play in the management of the game.
Well, Sergio Ramos having a friendly chat with Alfonso Baena, saying, you might have gotten that one wrong.
And to pick yourselves up and to come into this type of atmosphere in this stadium, you think that's easy? It is one of the hardest things to do for any professional. The focus and the rededication of everything in this little arena.
As you're talking about, basically easy to get up for a European tilt, especially with a berth in the next round on the line.
And these are going into a La Liga match. These are the type of games as well where Real Madrid have slipped up, Phil, this season. And strangely enough, it hasn't been in stadiums like this. It's been in the White House.
Heel from Jordan, touched wide by Undercapa. Now in for Leon, back to Kappa, just behind, flips it down into the corner for Escalante, parried away by Ramos. Not only is Real Madrid being outpossessed, they're being pinned back. Shot blasted in Kappa. Escalante challenges and just cleared into touch.
You can imagine there being a little, I don't want to say hangover, because his team played champagne football in Paris for sure, but going to have to climb their way up this ladder here tonight. More escalator.
Nice from Kappa. Ramos chests it away. Marcelo again, but intercepted. Headed back into the middle by Garcia. Isco trying to clear but can't.
Ivan again.
Kappa inside, but Kike can't get there.
Oh, from Kappa. A youth product, this lad. 26-year-old, so they can know how to bring their own up and keep them here. As a lovely half-volley dagger ball right across the face of goal, looking for Kike. No sign of him. Bright, fresh start, though, hasn't it? These world-class players in these world champion shirts, facing a big, can I call them underdogs? You call them under puppies.
Just skips away from Carvajal. Not a lot of recovery room out there.
Calling them under puppies, Phil. They're just 4 points away from the top 6. You're talking about a European contender here.
Speaking of that, the next match up for Real Madrid is going to be Girona, who are currently in those European spots and maybe even with a chance to get into the Champions League.
Absolutely. Girona beating Deportivo La Coruña 2-0 yesterday. So that means Eibar can't move up to 6th place, but they could get to 7th if they beat Los Blancos here today.
And that would be a European spot unless Sevilla wins the Copa and falls out of the top 6.